Hi, it's Lisa Nirell. I'm here at the VOCUS Users Conference with someone who came in all the way from Chicago, Mark Ragan, CEO of Ragan.com, which is now the digital media empire with 16 publications under your wing.
Yeah, we've got 4 daily news sites and then a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, very impressive. With a huge staff of thousands of journalists and content creators. I want to cover a few things with you that you touched on in your talk today, and one of them is about your whole theme that content is king.
Okay.
Because traditional journalism, as we know it, is no longer with us. So tell us what you mean by content is king and what you're seeing companies do to succeed in that area.
I would say the best companies today are ones that recognize that they can become media outlets. That's the way I like to summarize what I mean. In other words, most of us in the PR and marketing profession, we don't think of ourselves as media. We think of ourselves as begging the media. Oh, please, run our story, run my press release, pay attention to me. And what we don't recognize is that in many respects, we have more resources than they do. We have the ability to create these unbelievable news sites that our customers would really, really love. It's just that we got to shift the way we think about things. We don't think of ourselves as a media. And I say, why not? Why not think of yourself as a news provider in your niche? So if you're a hospital, then hyper-localize the news, around your brand. So if there's a story about prostate cancer breakthroughs, interview your surgeon and put it on a news site and become the media.
It's a great example.
That makes sense, yeah.
And boy, we all know healthcare is undergoing tremendous transformation right
now.
Healthcare
is a great example.
And they have a unique opportunity there. The other thing that you talked about is there's something around the Holy Grail. You use the term Holy Grail is when customers do something around content. Tell me what you meant by that.
The Holy Grail in my mind is when you're producing such great, helpful content, useful, compelling, brief, the same kind of content you've come to love in the websites that you go to, whether that's CNN.com or Huffington Post. When you're doing that, the Holy Grail is that your prospects, your customers, see you as being someone they want to be in your workflow. So your customers, imagine that you're a steel company and you're going to the steel company's website every day because you know that more than anyone else, they cover the industry. They cover it better than the Wall Street Journal, they cover it better than the New York Times because they can concentrate on just that niche. So you got to think of your company as a trade publishing company in a way.
Yes. Well, and you also you got a little pushback from the audience today that I think is worth noting, which is, the thing I'm remembering from this is the term boring content hamster wheel.
Yeah, someone in the audience said, but what if I have all this boring content? What if my managers, the C-suite, doesn't even care about producing great content? What do I do? And my response was, you've got to convince them that this is the way the world is going. And one way to do that is to set up a comparison. Have your usual same boring content that you produce every day, and then follow the principles that I talk about, which are the principles of general circulation news sites, and watch that traffic go through the roof. Now go to management. They're going to be thinking something completely different then.
And they can use tools as simple as Google Analytics, much of which is free, or they can step it up and go to an Eloqua or a Marketo type solution and also get that kind of data.
That's right. I use Google Analytics. I wake up and I check Google Analytics, and then I check it midday, and then every night before I go to sleep, what are the top 10 stories that my readers are reading? How much time are they spending on each story?
Mark, you need a life.
I know, and I'm going on one. It's summer. I'm about to go on vacation.
When he said he's going on vacation for a couple months, I said, yes, there is relief in sight. Well, it's been really fun listening to you today, Mark. People can find you at Ragan.com.
Ragan.com or PRDaily.com.
PRDaily.com, and we hope to see you back here on the East Coast soon.
Thank you.
This is Lisa Nirell wishing you an energized day.